What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the interweb? Today is Friday, August 22nd, and this is PlayByte, the show where I bring you the best gaming news of the week in a tiny bite-sized form. We got some pretty big stories today, and by pretty big, I mean one giant story and a bunch of small ones. Let's get into it. Kicking us off this week, Escape from Tarkov is finally having a full release on November 15th, 2025, just a couple weeks away, really. Like, if you really think about it, it really is just a couple weeks away. It's going to be having release update 1.0. Now, this game has been in beta for almost a decade, really. So it's been really nice to see this game grow from what it was to what it is now. I'm very excited for this full release. Hopefully now it can finally come to console. And next up on the docket, we got anime news from video games. Splinter Cell Deathwatch officially has a release date of October 14th. If you weren't aware, this is being helmed by the creator of John Wick, so it's definitely something to look forward to, and it's definitely going to be incredible. If you haven't seen any of Netflix's animes recently, especially the video game related ones, they are immaculate. Speaking of immaculate animes, just a couple months ago, we had the Devil May Cry anime drop, which I covered extensively on this channel. It was a perfect anime, it was so good, and now we got the first look at season 2. With that, we got confirmation that it's also coming out in 2026, so it's also not that far away. And with that out the way, let's get into the bigger news of the week. I'm trying to go in as blind as I can to the Batman news, but we got Lego Batman game officially announced. It's going to carry us throughout several different Batman stories. There's about 9 different playable characters, and it just looks so good. This looks like one of those Batman games that is going to be a must-have, a must-play. It is using the combat of the Arkham games with the modern graphics of the modern Lego Star Wars games, or that same engine I should say rather. It looks like it's going to be incredible. It looks like one of those games I'm going to day one, no matter what. And I really hope Batman gets a special deluxe edition, just like Lego Star Wars did, because this was so cool, and getting the custom Lego sets that came with it, even cooler. So I'm definitely hoping for the best from that. And now into the biggest story of the week, the PlayStation 5 is having its price increased and nobody's happy about it. So to summarize the price increase, in the United States, the PlayStation base model digital edition is going to $500, the flagship disc drive version is going to $550, and the PlayStation 5 Pro is going to $850 if you buy everything you need to make it a true PlayStation Pro, which includes the disc drive and the stand. This is definitely really bad times for gaming right now with all these price increases. Now look, we knew this was going to happen. Pretty much all of PlayStation's production is within countries that have massive tariffs right now. And if you aren't aware what a tariff is, just for those of you outside the United States or from a country who doesn't practice putting out tariffs on people, basically what the tariff is, it is a tax that you put on goods that the consumer itself will pay to kind of, push them away from buying foreign goods. So for example, if I'm the president of Cruisetopia and you're a citizen, I can say, all right, I'm putting a 20% tariff on stuff from, I don't know, IGN-atopia. So let's just say you buy a controller from IGN, it's $10 just for easy math's sake. Well, that 20% tariff means that you will pay $2 on top of what that tariff is. So for example, if it's $10, then you're gonna pay $12. So to put it in perspective, they're still taking a loss because the current tariff on China is 27.5%, and that means a $450 PlayStation 5 base model digital only, that tariff that's been paid on top of it is actually nearly $130. It's $125.55 to be exact. So PlayStation is still eating the majority of that cost. Well, PlayStation itself isn't technically eating it, it's the other countries, because the other countries that also have had their price raise is way more substantial than the United States, so they're kind of taking the bulk of the hit for us. So in conclusion, we cannot expect this to not only be the first time that PlayStation gets a price increase for the PlayStation 5, but it's not going to be the last time either, unless by some miracle the PlayStation 6 comes out next year. Then we're looking down the pipeline of $1,000 PlayStation 6 because of these tariffs. Because if the PlayStation 5 Pro costs, $750 or $700 in normal time, and now it's got bumped up to $750, well, that means the PlayStation 6 will easily cost about $700 to $800 in normal times. So add on those tariffs, we're definitely looking at $1,000 PlayStation 6 right now. It is not good times in the neighborhood right now, I'll tell you that right now for sure, 100,000%. We currently have about 3.5 years to go of this tariff nonsense, so things are definitely going to get worse. So what I'm going to tell you right now, it might not be the best financial advice, but it's definitely going to be advice that I'm going to be following. If you see something get announced that you want, go and buy that day one before a price increase happens because of tariffs. So if PlayStation 6 gets announced tomorrow at $1,000, you go pay that $1,000, because by the time 2028 rolls around, that PlayStation 6 at $1,000 will be at least $1,200, $1,300. It's gonna be insane. You can definitely also, because of this, unless something changes, you can definitely expect game prices to go up as well. Although it is still currently better to wait and buy a game used off of eBay or something, there may be a reality in the coming years where your cheapest entry point to buy the game is the day that it comes out. We're definitely in very weird territory right now, but I don't want to ramble or get political or anything like that. This is just how it's affecting gaming and how, based on the current trends of the political concept of the world, this is the direction we're going in, and it's not a good one. With that being said, what did you think about this week's PlayByte and the news that I presented with you? What are your opinions on the subjects? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, channel, and I'll see you in the next video.